Hello everybody, Mr. Sixman here, and welcome back to Marble World. Today, we're going to have a look at this ludicrous marble run, which has been built inside an office. The whole thing is made out of wood, apart from that bit, and that bit, and that bit, and that bit. It's got elevator wheels, escalators, a seesaw track, a moving ramp, spinners, spirals, a giant funnel, and a whole lot more. And it was built in front of the office door, so nobody can get into work in the morning. Genius. Let's go check it out. Link in the description below if you want to have a go with it. Subscribe. One of the things that I really love about this incredible marble run is that even if you put 2,000 marbles onto it straight away and send them down the track as we're doing right now, it actually works perfectly and it doesn't break. And right now we've got 1,500. There is going to be a massive traffic jam building up straight away, but there we go, over 2,000 marbles now, and that should work perfectly well. I mean, it's just amazing. You'll see as we go through it. We are going to go through the entire thing and try to travel along every single route possible in this video. So let's go down to the very start and see how it all works. And the colours look awesome, don't they? We do have a couple of spinners here and there throughout the start straight. I don't know what that pink one's doing. It's just having a ride on the spinner, isn't it? But let's go down here and underneath this checkpoint then, and there's another spinner down there being swamped by loads of marbles. But here we have a couple of the new wheel elevators in the game. I love these things. They did get added very recently, and I've done a video showing everything that came in the new update last week, so check that video out if you want to, guys. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to see that. But it's got a new factory map and everything. It's really awesome. Do check it out if you want to. Anyway, let's see what happens with these then. So they're lifting up one marble at a time, one per hole, out of this big traffic jam down there. And there's another wheel just up here they're rolling into. Look at that really awesome sort of gold marble there, or bronze, whatever it is. And then at the top, they're going to roll out of this hole, look, at the back of the disc and make their way down these single lane tracks here. They can go left or right. So let's follow the one on the right hand side first. There's a red marble there. Let's see where that one goes. Underneath the track here, around the corner. I'll do my best to do a really good camera work. But they're rolling down onto this bigger track down below and around the corner here. And what they're doing is all merging together. So this other route, which we just saw a minute ago on the left hand side, they're going to go down this spiral here and end up eventually on the same track, just at different positions. So there's the exit for the other one we saw. Here's the exit for that one. And before we actually go much further, what we've got to do is have a look at this staircase as well, because that's also going to merge onto the same track. So let's see where oh, look at that spinner. It's so cool, isn't it? Let's have a look at this staircase escalator then, as they're going right up to the top of that in groups, and then coming off the top and going down these spirals, these wider tracks here. So let's follow these ones down. Doesn't that look amazing? And there's another track here joining on. We'll see that in a minute. We've got to go a bit further first of all. So here they come off the spirals. There's another one down here. They're going to go round these corners. Oh yeah, that's amazing, guys. And there's an escalator here, or they can continue down that track. Now, just before we go down there, let's see where the escalator goes, because if the marbles are a bit unlucky and they get caught in the middle, and there's this really interesting moving set of blocks here, isn't there? Moving marbles left and right. But what they can do is get into the middle and go up this escalator, which is kind of behind a big wooden stick here. But you can see them just about through the gaps. And they're going right up the top, which is amazing. The highest point in this whole marble run. Look at that. And by the way, it does actually go all the way down to the floor. Just so you can see over there, look, it's working all the way down there. And just before we actually look at that escalator, I mean, isn't that unbelievable? The whole marble run in view. And we can see marbles everywhere. And here is the top of the escalator now. You can see them coming off onto that narrow track there. Let's follow them round. Some really interesting curvy bits, and there's another spiral over here which we can see them go into. Down here, look, we saw this earlier. They're joining back off that onto the wider track and down the spirals again. So we're sort of back to square one now. They can potentially go on that escalator again if they get unlucky, but what they want to do really is get past the escalator to carry on down the track so they don't get stuck in a loop there and continue forever. Let's follow them down here. So all of the marbles from the start eventually end up here all together on this track. Now let's see what happens next. We've got some spinners here, some triangle spinners. They're rushing through those, none of them getting permanently stuck, luckily. And onto the next track, we have some stuff going on above as well, but we'll see that later. They're actually, let's follow them underneath for now. There is one stuck there, look. But, oh, there's some holes here. That's interesting. Okay, now we've got spinners and holes. And let's see if they get over the holes. Let's follow them if they go over first, and then we'll have a look at what happens if they go through the holes in a minute. So down here, there's some awesome wheels over here as well. We'll have to see that later on. But here are all those marbles. If they get over the holes, they go down here and drop down onto this track below. But there are some more exits over here going onto the same track, as you can see. So we'll just go back a bit, and I think that must be connected to the holes that we saw over here. So let's actually pretend we're a marble, drop down onto the track below through the hole, and there we go. We can see some falling down here. If we just go back a bit, you can see them drop through, and there's actually several lanes here underneath the holes. I think 3 lanes, if I've got that right. So let's pretend we're a marble and sort of zoom through there. And they're all coming out here, look. Isn't that incredible? Just marbles everywhere. I could watch this for hours. Oh yeah, there's something really awesome down there, guys. I'm not going to show that yet, but there's something amazing down there, which I love. Anyway, here are the rest of the exits, which we saw earlier, going onto this wider track down below. Okay, so they're all joining together. 4 tracks joining into one. Now let's follow them all down. They should all be merged together at this point, I think, if I've got that right anyway. And there's another spiral here dropping down onto this track. Anyway, let's carry on then around to the next part. And this is amazing. There's a giant funnel over here, which thousands of marbles are going down. It looks like if they stick to the left-hand side around this corner, they end up in this really narrow lane here. And on that track, oh, look at that. They can actually go back onto the funnel through this gap, or they can go onto the wheels here instead. So let's follow the ones up the wheel first of all and see where that goes. We'll go down the funnel in a minute, but here's the top of that wheel then. So they come off there. It's so fun to watch this, isn't it? It's just really satisfying. Here they come out of the hole at the top. Oh, we've stuck our head through a wooden track up above. Let's follow them down here then. Around the corners there's a sort of spiral that goes down above the funnel right now. And then around here to the side of the wheels, right on the edge of the office wall there, past the dartboard. And here they come. And they're going to go onto another set of wheels. Oh no, there's actually 3. Wow, that's amazing. There's actually 3 wheels here in a row. Oh no, that marble's got stuck, look. Oh dear, it seems to be okay though. I think, oh, is it moving? It's spinning, but it's not moving anywhere. Anyway, it's alright, guys. Let's follow them up to the top of the wheel then, or 3 wheels even. And at the very top, they're coming out here, okay. Then they're going to make their way back down onto this track, and this is what we saw earlier. If you remember this, we've gone back a bit now, so they can either roll off and actually end up going down exactly the same route again, down the holes and so on, or some of them, if we just watch here, that light blue one has come off to the left hand side and it's going around here instead. And okay, there's so many tracks here, I'm getting a bit confused, but I think we're in the right place. There's a pink one there and a blue one as well. They're going down that spiral and ending up here, which goes back into the funnel again. Okay, so we've now seen all of those routes. The quickest way is to go straight down the funnel in the center here, which is what we're going to do right now. But there's actually another escalator here, which goes right up there. Let's just go down the funnel first and see what happens. So, okay, down here, and then, oh, that's interesting. There's some logic blocks here. Oh, yes, I know what's happening. Oh, no, guys, it's broken. The track's broken. Hang on. Oh, that's all right. You see that moving, that track there? Yes, it's working. Good. Now what this is like a tipper track, okay? So when it fills up right to the top, it's actually going to tip because of the weight and drop all of the marbles together down this ramp here. So it's just filling up at the moment. And in a minute, there it goes, it's almost full. And And there it goes. Oh, yes, brilliant. And then it should tip back again in a minute. Let's follow these ones down. Oh, my goodness. Look how many different routes there are now. We're going to have to try and remember where we're going now. Let's go to the left-hand side. They're going to drop off down here. There's another tipper thing. That was interesting. Now, there's some more marbles. Oh, yes, there it goes. Look at that. It's tipping up and down. Oh, that's the logic blocks, guys. So that's actually controlled by logic there. That's really interesting, isn't it? It's affected by other marbles when they enter a trigger zone, which I think is this kind of... I don't know if you can see that on video, but there's a very faint kind of wall here. I'll just click on that so you can see. Whenever they hit that wall, it seems to trigger the track moving up and down. Here they come again. So we should see that. Yeah, there they go. They go into there. And then it tips down when they hit this trigger point. Something like that anyway. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Let's carry on then. And if they go past that, they go down here, down the spirals. There's a lot of spirals down here, isn't there? Wow, that's crazy. And they eventually, oh my goodness, guys, they end up on this big escalator here, which goes really high up to the top when they get right down to the bottom. But that's the part which goes right down to the floor, the lowest point in this whole marble run. There's a lot of other paths here joining onto that escalator sort of halfway up as well. They're joining up there, look. And when they get to the top of that, there's 2 different routes they can take. Oh my goodness, guys. I am completely lost at this point, but don't worry, we'll try and see every route possible. The ones on the right-hand side are actually going around this corner and ending up back on the tipper track down there, joining on with that track as well. That's interesting, isn't it? But on the left-hand side, let's see where these ones go. And my brain is currently being fried by the amount of stuff going on here. But I think what is this then? Let's see what oh, there's an escalator in there. So you can't actually see it from here. But inside that big board of wood, there is actually... there it is. There's an escalator inside. There it is. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Amazing. So they're going right up to the top here. Let's see where they come out onto a staircase there, which takes them even higher around the corner here onto another staircase and then back to the start again. Okay, so we'll just get there in a minute, but we've got more to see first of all. Okay, back here then, because what we did last time was we went right down this track and down there, if you might remember that. But now we're going to go different routes over here and see what happens to those marbles. So the tipper track is just over there and it's about to tip. And we'll see, here they come. Oh, it's really full. There they go. Yes. Okay, we'll follow these ones now. Oh, that's amazing, guys. And there's actually a switch here, a track switch. See that there, look? It pushes marbles in different routes. But we're going to go down this spiral here. Follow them round as best as we can. And actually, these ones are meeting up on the same track as what we saw a minute ago. So now we've got one more route to have a look at, and that's over here. When that tipper track fills up again, just over here, look, see where the other route goes. Let's go over here then, because this is where they come right now. Look at that. We're going to go down the left-hand side this time. Follow these ones round, and there's a few marbles stuck there. These ones are going to end up... Oh, okay, they're going to go to the same place, actually, just underneath here. So they all end up on that escalator in the end anyway. Right then, so let's go down here this time and actually go properly right back up to the top of this marble run. So we've seen this a minute ago, that escalator in there. When they get to the top of that, there's another staircase around the corner. And by the way, I think this is now all of the marbles have kind of joined back together again, finally, on this final kind of section before they go to the start line. There's a really nice big escalator here. Look at that. Full of marbles there, right up to the top. And as they come off there, around the corner, there's another bend over here, look. And there's a really nice gear, actually, which is oddly shaped with a marble deleter in the center of it. So if any marble touches that spiky thing, they get deleted instantly. But I don't think any of them are touching it, are they? Luckily, they all get past eventually. Look, there's some booster pads here to help them get through. They go down this narrow track here. Oh, look at that. That's really cool. They actually go... Oh, there's an escalator there as well. Oh, I know where that comes from. Okay, we'll see that in a minute. But these ones are joining on down here with that escalator as well. And those ones are just coming off now, eventually across the start-finish line. And of course, at this point, they just do it all over again. But there's something we missed, isn't there? This escalator down here is what we missed. And as you can see, it comes from the funnel over here. So instead of going down the hole, if they're lucky enough to get onto that escalator, the booster pad there, just making sure they actually get onto it and don't fall back off it again, but they go right up to the top, and that is where they end up. So I suppose the fastest way to get around this marble run, here they all come, is to actually get onto this escalator, which is very hard to do, isn't it? But if they do get onto it, they can get around really quickly and get back onto the second lap of the track. Anyway, let's just zoom out here again and have a look at this incredible marble run, which it just works perfectly, doesn't it? We've still got, we've lost 2 marbles now. We got 2,098 marbles on this run. I reckon 2 of them got deleted by this deleter over here. That's probably why we've got 2 less than we did at the start. But that's not bad going, is it? Considering we started with 2,100 and... oh no, guys, there's a few on the floor down here. I think oh no, I don't know how that happened. We've lost a few, haven't we? Maybe they came off down the bottom here or something through the escalator. I'm not too sure. But we have broken it a little bit. There's even some over here, look, near the bin. There's actually one here next to the printer in the corner. How did it get that far? I don't know. Anyway, that's what it looks like. It's in the way of the door. I mean, if anyone tries to get into this office, they're not going to get in, are they? I reckon what happened was the people who work here normally, they didn't want to come into work. So what they did was they snuck in at night time and built a giant marble run right in front of the door so nobody can get into work in the morning. I think that's a perfect idea. There's some very smart employees in this office. The only problem is someone's going to have to clean it up though. Anyway, isn't this marble run designed just so well? It's really amazing, isn't it? And I could certainly watch it for hours. But it is now the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Also, don't forget, if you want to see my video from last week where I covered the update to this game, which is amazing, guys, do check that out if you want to. But it had these wheels in it and a whole load of other stuff as well. It really is an incredible update. It was so fun to explore the different features. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. Please do subscribe and smash the like button if you did enjoy it. I really appreciate that. Also, ring the bell if you want to be notified of when my future videos release. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.